Get ready for a massive weekend of football action as the Bundesliga heats up with a critical clash at the Bayer Arena. Bayer Leverkusen is back on the hunt for a top-4 finish, and they are looking to keep their unbeaten streak alive when they face off against FC Augsburg this Saturday. Manager Kasper H. Hjulmand has his squad dialed in after that vital win over Dortmund, but they know they cannot afford a single mistake with the Champions League dream on the line.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The transfer rumor mill is spinning at full speed regarding Bayern Munich rising star Noël Aséko. Serie A heavyweights AS Roma have officially made an inquiry for the midfield talent, while Premier League clubs Aston Villa and Brighton are closely monitoring the situation. Vincent Kompany and the Bayern brass are waiting to see how the young prodigy handles preseason before making a final call on his future in Bavaria. Big news on the managerial front as Julian Nagelsmann is making waves across the English Channel. His representatives have reportedly opened talks with several major Premier League clubs as they explore future coaching opportunities for the high-profile tactician. While heavyweights like Arsenal and Chelsea are currently settled, the situation is fluid, and links to Manchester United are growing louder by the day. Back to the pitch, where Bayer Leverkusen is finalizing their plans to dismantle the Augsburg defense despite injury, concerns surrounding Gerald Quansah. Manuel Baum is tasked with turning things around for the visiting Augsburg side after a frustrating draw against Hoffenheim left them looking for a spark away from home. Catch all the updates and deep dive analysis by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel so you never miss a beat. Ever wondered if a team can keep the momentum alive when everything is on the line? This Saturday, all eyes turn to the Bay Arena as Bayer Leverkusen prepares to host FC Augsburg in a Bundesliga clash that carries significantly more weight than their positions might suggest. Coming off a gritty 1-0 victory against Dortmund, Leverkusen is sitting in 5th place with 52 points, and you can practically feel their hunger to climb higher into that European qualification zone. It's exactly the kind of form that makes a team dangerous. On the flip side, we have FC Augsburg. Sitting comfortably, but perhaps a bit stagnant in 10th place, Manuel Baum's side is coming off a 2-2 draw with Hoffenheim. While they haven't been setting the world on fire lately, never underestimate a team with nothing to lose. Remember, they actually took the last meeting between these two with a clean 2-0 scoreline. It's a classic narrative of a surging powerhouse versus a potential spoiler, and that's precisely what makes the Bundesliga so unpredictable. Will Leverkusen assert their dominance at home, or will Augsburg pull off another tactical upset to haunt their hosts once again? Drop a comment below with your score prediction, and make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of football. At the end of the day, statistics tell the story, but it's the heart on the pitch that writes the ending. Ever wondered who the next big name in European midfield football will be? Well, it looks like AS Roma have already placed their bets. Word out of Germany is that the Serie A giants have officially made a concrete inquiry for Bayern Munich's rising star, Noël Aséko. Roma clearly has a vision for him, viewing the youngster as the perfect piece to bolster their midfield puzzle this coming summer. But of course, talent this bright rarely goes unnoticed for long. The Premier League is already circling, with both Aston Villa and Brighton and Hove Albion reportedly keeping a very close watch on the German prodigy. It's a fascinating tug-of-war brewing, especially since, according to Sky, Carry How, there is a whole host of anonymous Bundesliga clubs also vying for his signature. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Bayern Munich isn't just handing him over. They've got a strategic plan. They're handing Aséko a golden ticket to prove his worth during preseason training. It's essentially an audition to see if he can crack Vincent Kompany's first-team squad. If he shines, he stays. But if he struggles to make that jump, Bayern is reportedly ready to let him go for a price tag in the 10 to 12 million euro range. It's a classic high-stakes gamble where talent meets opportunity. Do you think Aséko has what it takes to thrive under Kompany, or is his future destined for a new kit elsewhere? Drop a comment below with your take, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more behind-the-scenes transfer talk. After all, in the world of football, the biggest stories are often the ones happening before the ink even hits the paper. Could one of the most brilliant tactical minds in modern football be about to touch down on English soil? Rumors are swirling that Julian Nagelsmann's agents are already quietly testing the waters, reaching out to some of the biggest heavyweights in the Premier League. It is a bold move, but in the high-stakes world of elite management, you have to stay ahead of the curve. The grapevine suggests his representatives have floated his name to top-tier clubs like Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool, and Chelsea, positioning him as the perfect candidate should any hot seats open up this summer. But let's keep some perspective here. While these clubs are reportedly keeping a close eye on his situation, there's no immediate plan for a coaching overhaul at these locations. For now, Nagelsmann is maintaining a professional silence, keeping his eyes firmly locked on the upcoming World Cup, though he clearly isn't closing the door on the right project when the time is right. The intrigue doesn't stop there, though, as journalist Ben Jacobs has officially linked him to the Manchester United job. With Michael Carrick's initial momentum starting to fade, the clock is ticking for United to decide on their permanent path forward. We expect a final decision by May, which leaves plenty of room for drama. So, who should be the next manager to take on the English challenge? Drop a comment below and let us know your pick. If you enjoyed this update, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the managerial merry-go-round. After all, in football, the most interesting moves are often the ones happening behind the scenes. Is Bayer Leverkusen on the verge of a late-season miracle? With just 5 match weeks left, the stakes at the Bay Arena are sky-high. Leverkusen is sitting in 5th place, trailing the top 4 by a precarious 4 points, and this Saturday's clash against Augsburg is a must-win if they want to punch their ticket to the Champions League. It's a fascinating narrative. Coming off a 1-0 win against Borussia Dortmund, Leverkusen looks like a team that's finally found its rhythm, riding a 7-game unbeaten streak. But let's be honest, that win against Dortmund was a bit of a roller coaster. They leaned heavily on that opportunistic Robert Andrich long-range strike, and frankly, they were lucky Dortmund's finishing was so poor. With monsters like Bayern Munich, Leipzig, and Stuttgart still on the horizon, Leverkusen simply cannot afford a slip-up here. On the flip side, we have Augsburg. They're sitting in 10th and looking a bit shaky. They let a 2-0 lead slip against Hoffenheim, and they've gone 5 games without a win. Defensive vulnerabilities are clearly a massive issue for them, and they are heading into a hostile environment where Leverkusen hasn't lost in 9 matches. Looking at the team news, Leverkusen is sweating on the fitness of Jarell Quansah. If he's out, the defensive line looks a bit experimental, but with Patrick Schick leading the attack and guys like Nathan Tella and Ibrahim Maza creating chaos in behind, they have more than enough firepower. Augsburg's backline, meanwhile, is dealing with their own injury crisis, making it even harder to imagine them keeping a clean sheet. I'm predicting a narrow victory for Leverkusen here. They have the momentum, and Augsburg's defensive woes are just too hard to ignore. What do you think? Can Leverkusen close the gap, or will Augsburg play spoiler? Drop your predictions in the comments below, hit that like button if you're ready for the match, and don't forget to subscribe for more tactical breakdowns. Remember, in football, the table never lies, but the 90 minutes on the pitch tell the real story.